Is it time to buy or sell Opendoor Technologies stock? In this video, we are diving deep into Opendoor Technologies. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 17th of July, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 7th of July, 2025, our system has ranked Opendoor Technologies as a strong buy candidate, awarding it a score of 7.5. Let's examine the stock's performance during this timeframe. Those who followed our analysis would have experienced an impressive gain of 163.75% since we first listed Opendoor Technologies as a buy candidate 9 days ago. This equates to an average return of 18.19% per day since it was designated as a strong buy candidate. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 0.395% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from negative 68.74% to 0.395%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of negative 51.72%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 88.13% to negative 51.72% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between 0.196 and 0.797. Our latest daily update for Opendoor Technologies highlights significant movements in stock price on Thursday, with a fluctuation of 31.1% between high and low. On the last trading day, which was Thursday, the 17th of July, 2025, the stock price of Opendoor Technologies Inc. increased by 10.74%, rising from $1.49 to $1.65. This marks 4 consecutive days of gains. It will be interesting to observe whether this upward trend continues or if the stock takes a brief pause in the coming days. During the last trading session, the stock experienced a fluctuation of 31.1%. Ranging from a low of $1.54 to a high of $2.02. Notably, the price has risen in 9 out of the last 10 days, with an impressive increase of 191.42% over the past 2 weeks. Additionally, trading volume has surged, with 261 million more shares exchanged compared to the previous day. In total, 536 million shares were traded, amounting to approximately $884.54 million. Looking back over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price recorded was $2.88, while the lowest was 50.8 cents. Currently, the price stands at 42.71% or $1.23 below the 52-week high, and 95.8% or $37.59 below the all-time high, which was reached on February 11, 2021, when the price peaked at $39.24. Shares of Opendoor Technologies, identified by its ticker OPEN, have experienced an impressive surge, more than doubling in value over the past week. This dramatic rise, driven primarily by meme stock activity and speculation regarding potential involvement from an activist investor, saw the stock jump around 109% as of mid-afternoon today. Recent trading patterns reflect a combination of meme-driven enthusiasm and a notable short squeeze, contributing to heightened volatility in the stock. The iBuying platform gained traction as retail traders rallied behind the stock on social media, sparking comparisons to other meme stocks. Following a period of stagnant performance, this spike marks a significant rebound for Opendoor, which had previously struggled with investor interest. Looking ahead, the upcoming release of Opendoor's second quarter financial results on August 5th may intensify the stock's volatility. Depending on the outcomes, there could be potential for further price fluctuations, either to sustain recent gains or adjust downwards if results disappoint. In the short term, the current meme stock momentum could lead to continued trading excitement, However, the long-term trajectory will hinge on operational performance and the company's strategic responses to investor sentiment and market conditions. Overall, while immediate gains appear substantial, sustainable growth will demand solid fundamentals and strategic direction to regain trust among investors. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 16th of April, 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned Open an outperform grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 28th of February, 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned Open a neutral grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 14th of May, 2024, it was reported that UBS assigned Open a market outperform grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 14th of May, 2024, it was reported that JMP Securities assigned Open an underperform grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 3rd of May, 2024, it was reported that Keefe Bruyette and Woods assigned Open a market perform grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Opendoor Technologies stock a general strong sell rating. They assess the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as neutral. Regarding return on investment, the analysts also rate the stock as strong sell. The following signals have been identified for Opendoor Technologies. The chart today shows mostly positive signals. The stock of Opendoor Technologies Inc. holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a favorable forecast for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal given that the short-term average is above the long-term average. Should there be any downward corrections, support is expected at $1.07 and 69 cents. A breakdown below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Wednesday, June 25, 2025, and since then, the stock has risen by 222.14%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Furthermore, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Additionally, volume is rising alongside the price, which is regarded as a strong technical signal. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal 16 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 74 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal 15 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 10 days ago. The relation between the short and long moving averages, buy signal 8 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 11 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 5 days ago. The relation between the short and long moving averages, buy signal 136 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Opendoor Technologies. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $1.49. Without support from accumulated volume below today's level, the risk is heightened, as a drop below this support may lead to a significant decline in the stock price. This stock may experience substantial fluctuations throughout the day, indicating high volatility. The prediction interval from the Bollinger Band suggests that this stock is considered very high risk. Over the last day, the stock moved 479 thousandths of a dollar between its high and low, or 31.10%. Over the past week, the stock has exhibited an average daily volatility of 24.73%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Opendoor Technologies, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, consider the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important metric compares a company's current share price to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company has negative earnings or is experiencing financial losses. Even well-established companies can face downturns, often due to external factors. However, consistently negative PE ratios may suggest a lack of profitability and raise concerns about potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of the year 2025 is anticipated on the 7th of August, 2025. Analysts are projecting consensus estimates at a negative 10/100ths of a dollar. Keep an eye on these figures, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now, let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Opendoor Technologies. there's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which indicates that the stock could move upward swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you might consider entering a position and using volume to determine the optimal time to exit. On the downside, Opendoor Technologies encounters its first support level at $1.49. If this support level holds, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Opendoor Technologies from multiple analyst sources is a strong sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On June 16, 2025, Schaub Sydney conducted an insider sale of 110,932 shares of common stock. On June 17, 2025, Schaub Sydney conducted an insider sale of 517 shares of common stock. On June 16, 2025, Wheeler Carey conducted an insider sale of 671,164 shares of common stock. On June 13, 2025, Benson David C. conducted an insider purchase of 100,000 shares of common stock. On June 13, 2025, Solomon Glenn conducted an insider purchase of 100,000 shares of common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've calculated the insider power to be positive with a ratio of 30.810. Overall, insiders purchased 10,124,549 shares and sold 5,133,754 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $1.60, reflecting a decrease of 3.18%. This stock exhibits very high daily fluctuations, which introduces a significant level of risk. The relative strength index over a 14-day period stands at 91, further amplifying this risk. However, there is a buy signal indicated by a pivot bottom identified 15 days ago. Is Opendoor Technologies stock a good buy? Opendoor Technologies Inc. presents several positive indicators, making it a favorable choice at present levels. We anticipate that Opendoor Technologies Inc. stock will perform exceptionally well in the near term. Our analysis has been upgraded from a hold accumulate position to a strong buy recommendation. After assessing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Friday, the 18th of July, we expect Opendoor Technologies to open higher by approximately 8 cents and commence trading at $1.74. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. It's important that you do not base your investment decisions solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With warm regards from all of us here at StockInvest.